no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic play. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really... Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On first down, Brady buying time to his left. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Brady will try again on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Trent Richardson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Carr now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and 5.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. It's caught right side, it's Hearns. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and fill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Much like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. And out of bounds there on the kick. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
Shipped together here from the D-line. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers to throw on second down. And that's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem there's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Caught left side, Bennett. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Brady now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Easy.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terrell Pryor, 43 yards. And they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Jake Shum on to punt it away. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. He's just absolutely They had some really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think part exactly. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect on the long pass. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Rodgers to throw. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give them anything that's going to hurt their team. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Watkins alone on the left side. Here's Brady. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. A nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a complete to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. To throw, it's Brady. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, to me, that was a surprising call to begin with. 3rd.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Trent Richardson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. So they're going to go for 2. Brady's going to, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Bell, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyrell Williams from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Brady will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And now it's third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing is Brady on third down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to try and go deep again. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out here in the I. Toss play. Richardson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Brady. And finding Fedorowicz. 7th. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They run with Richardson, and he stopped immediately there. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Brady. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere. But credit to him, able to pick up the 1st.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall, as you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
2nd down following the incompletion.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Trent Richardson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Shipped together here from the D-line. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block it, and he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is the quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Randall Cobb, 46 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look cool. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Rivers, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback He's got a hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Devin Taylor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Brady to throw on second down. Going deep here for Watkins. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And finding Fedorowicz. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Richard Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. This is great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Here's Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing Rivers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. While it didn't work there, are you okay with that play call? First and goal from this far back, trying to get it to the outside?
I am. They feel like they've got a little bit more room there to operate. What they were counting on is picking up a few yards and keeping the playbook open for the next down going forward. Instead, they've changed everything. Now they have to only go in one direction, and that's likely throwing the ball. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are... So now after the timeout, they'll try for it one more time. Rivers is going to throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brady now on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They go with the screen to Gore. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Michael Brockers able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last.
The ball comes out. Touchdown, Bengals. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Brady's going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. On third down, Rivers trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything anything with a football. It's a sack.
After this draft, I'm gonna switch to 2K. So stay on my channel because I'm gonna do another 2K video after I finish this draft right here. Cause we'll do the gameplay next time.
Boy, we've just gotten started here already. These guys have been handed off. Yet no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
Adrian Peterson.
One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they got one right here. Not too much surprise to see Green Bay players in high demand. Here's a chance for another Packer to come off the board. In these middle rounds, you have to start instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Where to now? Do you get yourself a... Oh, this guy's a rare talent. And a huge upgrade over what they had before. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot?
Okay, and dude, did you hear me about the 2K thing?
Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
I give any copyrights to anybody that might copyright in this video, because every time I do that, I don't get copyright. I don't copyright someone, so I give credit to whoever I copyright in this video.
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
What time? Okay, so stay on the channel because I'm going to end it here because we already did one Draft Champions whole thing. So stay tuned for Tuesday. See ya. See you next one. I'm it.